Hey, good morning to you all. The winds are blowing and pretty much on cue. Figured around 7, 8 o'clock they'd really kick into gear, and they actually kicked in a little bit sooner. When I say kick into gear, we're expecting 50. So once we get above 40, that's when I'm thinking about, that's my definition of kicking into gear. And here's a live shot right now. Bob Frandl, Ford World Weather Cam. You can see the flag moving all over the place here. And it's starting to point more toward the east. And look at the flagpole. It is just moving big time here. So we do have plenty of wind. All the other weather cameras are pretty much going to show the same thing. You can see the trees here, whole trees in motion. And usually on the Beaufort scale, some may remember that the Beaufort scale, it's a scale of wind speeds, and they use natural elements to estimate the wind speeds. Trees are big. Flags. Flag that's fully extended has winds of at least 25 miles an hour, and whole large trees in motion like these mean at least 35 mile an hour winds. So that's kind of what we're looking at for today. In fact, they're even higher than 35 miles an hour. Let's go to the maps here. Here's the latest wind gust map. These are updated every hour, so it's not totally current. As you can see, wind gusts already approaching 50 miles an hour in Youngstown, and Erie Airport was up to 40. I'm guessing that has gone up as well. The chance of 50 mile an hour, it's not just Lakeshore. As you can see, anyone in the area, anyone who's probably listening to this from northwestern Pennsylvania, northeast Ohio, could very well see gusts over 50. And it looks like it's going to last a bit. One thing I did not change on here, in fact, I'm going to adjust on the fly here. I think I did this right. Let me see. So there's 50. You can see it gradually goes down during the afternoon, but I'm thinking it could stay up above 50 well into early afternoon, despite what we see here. And then, of course, it quickly tapers off after that. But it's that low pressure system. The low, this is a good direction, good pathway, actually, where the low goes across Ontario. And, it's just to our north. So we are on the very southern edge of it, which is an excellent position for some very strong wind gusts. Now, the other thing that we look at, and I don't know how well we're going to see it here, a lot of times, and Craig Flint mentioned this last night, and it's true, whenever we get a little clearing here, it's easier to show on visible satellite pictures, and we're just not having enough of it. But we did get some breaks earlier this morning, in fact. And if we do, sometimes the sun comes out. That sun can provide some heating, which actually destabilizes the atmosphere and allows the air to grab some of that jet stream air and bring some of that momentum to the surface. I won't go into all the science, but a lot of times if we see frequent breaks in the clouds, the models may taper off the wind gusts, but if you can tap some of the jet stream air, which has winds well over 100 miles an hour, not that we'll get 100 mile an hour gusts here, but it can tap some of that momentum and bring it to the surface. So those are things that we're watching, and a little bit nervous as far as how things are looking there. Here are the current temperatures. Again, lower to mid 60s. Checking out Cleveland. Okay, Cleveland is starting to drop. They were 61 last hour, down to 56. So the cooling temperatures are getting closer. Probably in the next hour, maybe two, these temperatures in here will drop into the 50s and probably drop into the 40s by midday. So besides all the gusty winds and showers, we have some cooler temperatures heading our way as well. So down the hatches here, hello to you, Al Williams, there's a good gust moving right now. Our anemometer, unfortunately, our weather station is broke. But from what I'm hearing, that sounded like a 50 plus. You probably can't hear it, but I can certainly hear it. Or you can feel it, because you may be, especially if you're close to us here. Donna from Ocala, hello. Bob and Sue, Jacksonville, good morning to you. Becky, Hello, up to 60 degrees, wild wind. You got that right. Yeah, it's National Spinach Day, Bill. But we decided to go with our question on our Facebook page. Are you scared of thunderstorms? What do you think of thunderstorms? And the majority of those who answered said they like them. Personally, I like storms. Freezing in Michigan. All right. Yep, I'll bet it is. I see 37 there in Grand Rapids. Thank you, Kelly. Donna, good morning to you. It is indeed windy. Haley Aleo, hello to you, Haley. Don't recall the name. Welcome aboard. Definitely windy out there in Meadville. Hello, Rick Houston, calling for some calls for the trees down have already started there. Thank you, Rick. I appreciate that. And that you're going to get more. You're going to have a busy day with all that, Rick. Absolutely. Hello, Kristen. Yep, nice thunderstorm about 1 o'clock. It woke me up, but I don't care. I love nighttime storms. Chatty Cathy, good to see you. 64. Wind gust, not too bad, 15 miles an hour. I'm sure we'll go up. Hello to Dave. Good to see you this morning. Adam. Hello. Oh, Adam, shoot. I forgot to say your temperature. I totally forgot that. My bad on that one, Adam. My apologies there. Windy for Bob out there in Tidiu, 60. Sun trying to break through at times. That's what we're talking about there. Good morning to you, Bunny Hopper, Randy Reese. Well, the sun won't really equal bad. Everyone likes to see the sun, but if it just peaks out now and then, not a big deal. But if it does manage to stay out for a bit and peak here and, peak for a little bit longer, maybe 15 minutes to a half hour, it may be able to tap some of that. And mainly later in the afternoon. Hello, Lori. Windsock Extended out in Edinburgh. Good to see you there. Thank you. Hello to you, Beverly. Very windy in Greenville. Hey, Dottie. Good morning to you. Haley, not a lover of storms, and we had our share. Who didn't? Hello, Richard. A little breezy out there at Findlay Lake. So it sounds like the wind gusts haven't quite hit Chautauqua and Warren County just yet, but they will. Pamela, good morning to you out of Titusville. Moxie Jim, love watching those storms. Yeah, you and me both. And Brenda out in Pittsburgh, wild wind out there. Hello, Jennifer, out in Cochranton, very windy. Hello, Christopher, good to see you. Windy and warm in Deep Creek, Maryland. Deep Creek, Maryland. Let's see, where is that at? Not familiar with that. It's along 219. Okay. Oh, very close to the West Virginia border. Okay. So you're just to the east of Morgantown and in between Morgantown and Cumberland. Okay. Well, welcome, Deary, PA there. Deer Creek. I bet it's beautiful country out there. I bet it's absolutely gorgeous. Just looking at some of the pictures there, it looks like a lot of fun. All right. Welcome here to Erie out there in Deep Creek, Christopher. Hey, Catherine, loves the storms. Yeah, don't like tornadoes. Angela, hello. Windy out there in Meadville. So that's what we're getting here. Okay. There we go. We'll take that note off. And we are just looking. We showed you the wind forecast there. And again, the windy conditions will be continuing for the day. Let's just show you the wind gust as well. So you can see 50 already, 50, 50. And they tapered off later on this morning. It might be a little soon for that. I think we can hit 50 plus into early afternoon before it does taper off noticeably by the end of the afternoon. You can see that it will indeed taper off later in the afternoon, but still gusting over 40 miles an hour through the end of the day. Then tapers out pretty quickly for tonight, but still pretty breezy. Down under 10 miles an hour past midnight. So again, those temperatures, let me see if the regional temperatures change. Nope, still at 56 in Cleveland there. So again, we're looking at some gusty winds here. Let's go right to that 7-day. We're looking at a nice day tomorrow. We're going up and down now, typical traditional March type of weather. Nice one day, bad the next. Today's bad, tomorrow nice. That 55 is a Erie high. The warning sign just went off from Cochranton. It's not tornado, I can tell you that, Tim, but these winds are still pretty strong. Not too breezy tomorrow, 55, low 60s for those of you away from the lakeshore. Back to rain on Sunday. It'll be a lot like today, except not as windy. Good breeze, though. Temperatures fall back into the 40s. We stay dry on Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, we end the month of March here on a milder note. Probably some showers later Wednesday. And no April Fools here. Thursday is cold. Might not get out of the 30s, and we may see some wet snowfall. Hey, Heather, Heather, glad you joined us here. Responded to a tree in the car. It was clear when you arrived. On the way home, had a call for downed trees to 911. Oh, okay, great. Looking forward to seeing that video, Heather. Thank you so much. Heather is our storm chaser out of Meadville, and her lovely daughter, Becky, as well. So thank you, Heather. And again, you're going to have a lot of that today. Trees down. Watch for down power lines. If you're traveling, again, be careful on the roadways. And yep, some of your power may go out as well. So just be ready for it. It's gusty. Nothing much you can do about it. Hope you brought things in that that might blow away in all the wind. But things are looking good for the weekend. And if you're going out, make sure you put on your mask. Heading out in public, still got to do it here. Getting those vaccines going. Let's hope they get here sooner rather than later for the rest of us here. Smile behind the mask. Weekend. Enjoy yourself over the weekend. We'll talk to you again next Monday. Take care.